Hi there everyone, it's Verity here from inkybutterfly.wordpress.com, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator working in the UK. I'm bringing some products to you today that are going to be launched in June in the new annual catalogue. This set really caught my eye when I first saw the catalogue a few weeks ago, so I was really pleased it was in the pre-order selection that we could get our hands on. So this is called Forever Fern, and I really loved Tropical Chic, which is unfortunately that is being retired, but hopefully this will fill that gap for me. Really love fat foliage, and we've got some nice sentiments in there too. It's a cling stamp set, so used with your peel off the backing and use with your acrylic blocks. It does have some coordinating dies, so these are the Forever Flourishing dies. Okay, these are, look, I mean, they're amazing, aren't they? Really big. That must be a good 3, maybe 4 inches long. Really nice. And then some of these dies actually cut out elements from the coordinating designer series paper too, as well as the stamps. Okay, really nice. So those are available as a bundle, but there is a whole suite of products that all coordinate together, so it's those. This is the designer series paper that we've got that coordinates with the set. So again, so all the way through we've got these wonderful foliage. Okay, really nice, and sort of some ferns and succulents, leaves, big fern leaves there. Okay, so we've got all of those beautiful foliage patterns, and then on the reverse there's something a little more neutral, so some stripes, dots, some sort of sketchy outlines as well. Okay, I'm going to work with this sheet of paper today, so I'll leave that to one side to cut into in a moment. So the colour palette within this is Garden Green, Pizzazz, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, Soft Seafoam and Just Jade. Just move that to one side. And then the other fabulous element, look at these gold die cut sheets. There are 2 designs and you get 3 sheets of each, been packaged in between. Oh, that's really flaring, sorry. But it's so, oh look, you can see my craft room and ceiling and whatever. Aren't these beautiful? So these are all pre-die cut, ready to pop out and add to the card. So wreaths and leaves and things like that. And then the other 3 sheets, they're calling card fronts, I believe. So there are 6 just barely held together there that you can then use as card fronts. Some a little bit more neutral, so you could probably use that with something else. These bottom 3, they're just chevrons and squares and things. That might go nicely with another suite of products actually, those squares. Okay, really cool, really cool. Just carefully move those out of the way. And then, because it's a suite, there is some coordinating embellishments. So we have these gold hoops, 10 in a pack. Just trying to work out what we're going to do with those. I've got an idea, but we'll share that another time. And then the other thing we've got is some ribbon. Look at that, really nice textured ribbon. They just call this the Forever Greenery combo pack. They don't have individual names. And then we've got this dull gold twine. The wrapper's still on, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Really nice. We'll be using a little bit of that today as well. Okie dokie, right, so that's the products in the suite. We'll just quickly put together a card. What I've done ahead of time is cut a shaded spruce card base, and I've got one of my what I call my small card layers. These are the ones that measure 3 inches wide by 4 3/4 high, and we're going to add DSP to both of these elements, so I just need to cut those pieces. So I'm going to bring back in this sheet and my trimmer. So yeah, oops, just knocked over something, so bear with me. The card base is 4 1/8, so we're going to cut this 4 inches wide, just so we've got a little peek of the card base border showing through. And then, so 5 7/8 minus 8 is 5 3/4. So that's our base layer that's going to go over the card front. Then we're going to have that on, and we're going to use the flip side as a contrast. Okay, so this is going to be cut down to 4 5/8 by 2 7/8. Scraps can always be used for something else. Leave those to one side. So this is going to be our layer that goes on here. Okay, nice even border around the edge. Isn't that lovely? Move this out of the way. Get these elements stuck down. Just use some snail. You may have noticed that almost all of those, in fact probably all of them, on this sort of fancy side were directional papers, so you want to be making sure that they're stuck down the right way around. It's almost a shame to cover up some of these patterns. And then this piece on here. Like so. We'll use some dimensional adhesive on this panel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in the middle. Whip those off, and then place that in the middle of our card. Again, just trying to line all this stuff up. If you wanted a little bit more wriggle room, some multi-purpose glue on the back of those foam pads just gives you an extra couple of seconds to make sure it's right. I'm going with it. So I've pulled out one of the gold elements, so I picked out this one with a hexagon. I really love hexagons, they're just cute. So I suspect these were designed with American card bases in mind, so it's a little wide going that way, and it probably looks a bit peculiar doing that way. So I'm going to lay it like this. So we've got the fronds going off to one side. So of course the big decision is whether to raise it up or not, and have those elements really sticking up. I think it would look nice actually. the back is Whisper White, so you do have the option of actually not using the gold side. You could actually use the other side, and I should imagine that that would ink up really nicely as well. I'm not going to put it, I'm going to be centrally horizontally, but maybe a little bit towards the top, so it's hanging off the edge of the top there. Lovely, really nice. I love the mix of textures and things like that. Really, really nice. So I've gone ahead and stamped a sentiment ahead of time from the set. So this says, "To a friend that makes me smile," and I've done that in shaded spruce, and then I've used soft seafoam to add some bits either side, because I'm going to use the tailored tag punch. So because of the hexagonal centre, I thought this angular punch would be really, really sweet. And then, so when I tried it out, there was quite a lot of white space either side, which I wasn't too enamoured with, so I've added those little bits of detail to the side, just lining that up. It does just about fit, and give that a good press. There we go, so those angles just fit in there. Okay. I told you I'm obsessed with dimensionals. Right, there we go. Now I'm going to take some of this this textured ribbon. It's nice. I don't know how much did I cut off. About 11 inches there, but possibly don't need quite that much, but you need enough room to be able to make your bunny ears and tie it around. So bunny ears, tie it around. It's really soft, this is. It's so gorgeous. This is going to make a lovely. So for some faff, till it's the size that we want. So that's going to add some texture as well, so I think that's going to go there. We'll use a glue dot, press that on, get that pressed in place there, grab my sharper scissors and cut those tails at an angle. Beautiful. I was going to add some rhinestones. Should we add some rhinestones? Now I was gonna go champagne because of the gold and the warmer colours in there, but I'm not super sure. We want champagne ones now, so I'm gonna just grab my my clear rhinestones and my take the pick tool. Take your pick, I think. Take your pick tool, and just dot a couple of these around. Rule of threes, or odd numbers, just to add another tone and another. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? See, I knew I was going to love this sweet. Gorgeous. Okay, beautiful. Products will be available from the 3rd of June. If you haven't got a catalogue, please let me know. I can send you one in the post. Those catalogues are free of charge. If you've liked this video, some thumbs up and a subscribe would be really, really nice. Thank you very much for joining me, and I think we'll be seeing more of this sweet over the coming weeks. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.